Hi, my name is Rags and I'm the Kenyan Wine Brat. And today we're going to be talking about three ways that winemakers use to close wine. And one way they use is the use of plastic corks. Another way they use to close wine is uh, this, what's it called? It's a screw cap. And this is a cork made from natural cork. Now we're going to talk about these three ways, and there's a lot of debate as to what way is the best. And I'll leave you to decide what way is the best for you. The screw cap is actually a really interesting way of of closing wine bottles. Back in the day in America, the screw caps were associated with cheap wine that used to be sold at the street corner. So whenever wines come in screw cup bottles, the older generation kind of tends to look down on the wine, no matter how expensive the wine is. But what's interesting is when things like gin and tonic and those spirits that cost a lot of money tend to be, and vodka and them tend to have screw caps, but nobody is concerned about the closing of those the closing of those bottles. Anyway, the screw cap it provides a perfect seal for bottles, and most bottles that are sealed using these screw caps tend not to get corked. And we'll talk about being corked in a couple of minutes. Another way that winemakers usually close their bottles is using uh, these plastic corks. And these plastic corks are pretty much made from plastic. And the problem with plastic is that it kind of does not keep oxidation at bay. What's interesting is that for a wine to, whenever you pour a wine into a wine glass, wine comes into contact with air, and that process is called oxidation. And the cool thing about that is that the wine tends to release smells and aromas and all that stuff. And people tend to appreciate wine after sniffing the wine and all that stuff. Or people tend to appreciate the nuances or the smells of wine, if that makes any sense. But these they tend to they don't keep oxidation at bay for a long time. And a thing that usually keeps oxidation at bay, if you want to, they call it lay a wine down, to keep a wine in your cellar, and if you want to keep it for a long time, a wine that's sealed with a plastic cork tends to pretty much oxidize quickly because the seal is usually not that tight. The last one is a cork made from a natural cork, and apparently there's a tree from Portugal called a cork tree, and the cork tree produces these corks. The cool thing about the cork is that it's whenever you have a wine bottle that has a cork, it just the opening of the bottle is usually an event, you know. And the event really is usually very cool, especially when you're having a date, and it tends to have like to add some romance into the whole process of having a romantic dinner. But using this just takes up the romance out of opening a wine bottle. And that's why most people, especially in America, really are not keen on buying wines that have screw caps, no matter how expensive or how prestigious the screw caps are. Not screw caps, I mean, no matter how how expensive or how prestigious the wine bottles are. Anyway, uh, I've just been tripping over myself. But I just wanted to share with you guys about these three ways that winemakers use to seal or close their wines. And I just wanted to get you thinking, and I wanted to ask, does it matter to you whether you you open the bottle that you've bought using a screw cap, uh, plastic cork, or natural cork? Does it matter to you? For me personally, it doesn't matter as long as the wine tastes good. One of my favorite wine bottles, actually, it's called the Goat Father, and it's a South African wine, and it it pretty much has a screw cap, but dang, in my own opinion, that wine to me is my most favorite one of yet, and it's not even that expensive. That goes to tell you about my taste. I have a cheap taste, but that's beside the point. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy yourself. Drink what you like. Drink what you love. Just, this wine drinking is supposed to be an enjoyable event. So have a great day. I'll see you at the next episode. Bye.